Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 09.26.2025, and we still have some some bleed out here from the. There we go. Current time is 06:17 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. On this Friday morning, we made it to Friday. We made it to the weekend. Thank God it's Friday. For you working stiffs out there, you just got to get through the next 8 hours and, and then you can enjoy your weekend. I'm enjoying my weekend right now with a good cup of hot coffee here to start it off here on the Friday morning coffee broadcast, Rumble Studios here at Rumble Video. I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, as well as at Fireman Rich over there on X. That's my mainstay for social media feeds. I'm on a host of others. Just Google at Fireman Rich and you'll see where I'm at. Excuse me. And good morning. Double J's is in the chat there on the Twitch side. Good morning, Double J's. Glad to have you here, my friend. At a undisclosed location, as we say. Don't tell me where you are. I don't want to know. I like using undisclosed location. You sound mysterious. But welcome, Double J's, as always. And we have Tina. Good morning, Tina. Glad to have you here. Our Jersey girl is up and about with us, and as far as that goes, and Tina. Double J saying good morning to Tina. We have an active chat here this Friday. We should be getting some more people, and we usually do on a Friday. We'll see what happens. And then Tina saying hi to Double J's. But we are getting our day started here, and it's dark out. It's fall. But I do have my coffee, and we're getting the day started. And as I always like to say, hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTTD. So we're getting started. I didn't take a walk yesterday. That's the thing. We had some rain. We had a lot of rain yesterday. We're not expected to get some rain today, but what is it? Yesterday, I tagged along with the missus on the grocery shopping. So I got my walking inside the grocery store, checking out all the food items and stuff like that. And in the process, I got across 3 people that I worked with at the old day job there that I had, and that's always a treat. That's always a treat to cross paths with those folks and catch up and stuff. Is 3 completely different people. One person I didn't know, but I recognized his face. And then this other person, I knew her, she knew me. And then the person that cashed us out, she worked where I worked for a short time because she heard me talking to the other gentleman. And I mentioned, she heard what we were talking about. And then she goes, did your husband work works at so-and-so? Or did he knows so-and-so? And the missus said, oh, yeah. So I thought she looked familiar. Every time I've gone in there, I've seen her and stuff. She's very quiet and stuff like that. But the missus likes going. Very nice, though. And so that was a real treat as far as that goes. But the day before, you can see I got a haircut. Thursday, I had to go to down to Sayre to Guthrie to get some blood work done. Good morning, Tony D. Good morning, Tony D. Salute to you, my friend, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Salute. And is the missus up? No, she's not up yet. The cats are up though. I thought they. But I went and got. I had to have some blood work done yesterday. I guess it is. Yes, was it yet? No, I got it Wednesday. I was going to go yesterday, but I decided to do it Wednesday. And so I zipped down. And in the meantime, I ended up getting a haircut after I got the blood drawn for an appointment next week. And I'm sitting in the barber chair. The barber's, it's just like I'm talking, it's a typical bar. It's your typical American barber shop as far as that goes. where people come in, you can talk to complete strangers and all that. Let's see. Tony saying good morning to Double J's, and Tina and Double J's are returning the good morning to Tony there in the chat. So, but I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, I have my chair pointed. And there's like 6 chairs. There's 4 barbers there, and there's 6 chairs there. The other 2 barbers, Pete, or is it Pete? Pete? Yeah, they had the day off. They have license plates with their names. So I had Stu. Stu was my barber, and so I had my head down. He's taking care of the back, and all of a sudden I hear this thing. Oh, just cut it all the hair off of him. And I was the only one in the chair. And then the guy, he finishes. I look up and I turn around. And I say, "Who is this Jabozi?" And then I turn around and it's somebody I knew. It was an engineer that I crossed paths with, and I hadn't seen him in a couple of years. And he's retired, so I saw a lot of people as far as that goes. And Tony giving me the salute from YouTube. And so it was, the last couple of days been pretty good. What's a typical American barbershop for those who don't know? Well, the closest I could come to, if you ever seen, they have the chairs, the typical barber chairs, and there's decor on the thing. It's a very comfortable. It's sort of all I can explain. When you're in there, you feel like you're in your living room, and you have people there that they're strangers, but you're in a space that you can talk to them very freely. Remember before everybody had their nose in one of these like this, they used to have conversations verbally. So you're waiting, and then there's a conversation or subject going on while the barbers are cutting the hair and stuff like that. So it's a sort of like a community meeting place. So it's nice. You don't have too many of them. I always give a big tip for the barber, though. I go there maybe once every 2 months now. The missus could cut my hair, but I like going. I think it was just before the wedding. Oh, did I say that? Just before my travels up to Buffalo to an event several months back, the missus said I had to get a proper haircut, so I had to go to. I hadn't been to this barber since before COVID, as far as that goes, and okay, thanks. Yeah, it's a very comfortable spot to where it's very casual, Double J's, and I didn't have a chance to sit down and wait because I come in and I'm right into a chair because there was one guy just finishing. So I don't usually go on a Wednesday or on a Thursday. Or no, it was Wednesday. I'm sorry, it was Wednesday. Yeah, I got my blood and then I was on a Wednesday, and I usually go Monday or Tuesday. So I see Pete and the owner, and then there's another Pete. They usually give him one of those 2 guys give me the haircut, but they all give a good haircut. I just get to stand short and tight around the sides and stuff like that. But I'm usually in there. There's like 2 or 3 people, and then I'll talk to the barbers. It's an open space too. You got 6 chairs. There's open. You got couches, and you just sit back, and it's very, very, very nice. And and there's conversation going on. You say, how you doing? Yeah, well, how's the day going? And then it just gets going into a conversation, and you talk about current events, or you talk about this or that and stuff like that. And that's part of the enjoyment to go into the barbershop. So it's an American experience, I guess you could say. But I'm sure there's barbershops around the world that are like that too. That it's just the barbers. They used to be the ones that took care of wounds and medicine. They were like the medical before the doctors came about. Your barber, because he had the thing to shave your neck so he could do I don't know, something like that I heard. But it was nice. But I did get a walk-in Wednesday, or did I? Yes, I did get a walk-in Wednesday. It was yesterday. I didn't get a walk-in. It's still too dark out, but I think we're not supposed to have any rain. Yesterday, we're coming out of the grocery store. It was raining cats and dogs. Oh my God. The case of beer I had, the cardboard was saturated. I had to be very careful picking it up, and the groceries. they got wet and stuff like that. Good morning. Mrs. is up. Yeah, she says good morning. She already has basket in hand taking care of the wash. But so it was. But yesterday was a nice day, nice morning going grocery shopping with the missus there and stuff. Double J says barbers and garbage collectors know what's really going on. Yeah, that's true. Double J's, that's true. And Tina says good morning also, and Tony. Okay, she's getting a load of washing, Tina. So thank you. Um, but so it was a very good day yesterday. Came back after grocery shopping, and I think the missus she ended up doing some grocery shopping for her sister, her older sister. Her older sister is sort of late. She had a knee operation, so she's been going out checking on her, making sure she's all right, and she got some groceries for her yesterday, and so it was a very pleasant day, and played some PUBG Battlegrounds with Wingnut, and that was fun. That was fun. As far as we came across a very strange and unusual cheat. This guy, I get killed by the guy, and it's a typical aim hack. The crosshairs are over here, but the bullets with the cheat they have, it automatically goes directly to you if he's in the close proximity of. Well, on double on Wingnut, my PUBG Battleground partner, very good player, outstanding player. Um, he had to show me the pictures. And what it was is from his perspective on the replay, the death cam replay, the guy was shooting, but he had a drink in his hand too. Because you have these drinks, these energy drinks you can drink, or you pop pills for extra energy. And that's not normal. That's not normal. They do have a hack that is out there on YouTube where they have these inflatable boats. If you inflate one at a certain location and do a certain thing or something like that, I don't know what it is. I never looked into it, but I've seen the video. The person can go underground and you can see everybody playing above, and you can move around, and you can shoot from down there. So we're thinking that it might be one of those type of cheats that this enables them to see, maybe do. But supposedly PUBG Battlegrounds, they took care of the cheats, but they haven't. The cheats are still there. It's still a fun game. Still a fun game. And but next week, or no, in a week or two, be playing Battlefield 6. That's going to come out. I did do the early beta, and Wingnut did the early beta also, and he's purchased it. I purchased it, so I'll be playing that, and hopefully live streaming it. I should live stream some PUBG Battlegrounds. I need to get to PUBG live stream. I haven't done any of the new show that I started, Hello America. I think I'm going to table that because I need to get back on the gaming thing. I haven't done any type of gaming at all in the last couple of weeks, and I'm starting to feel I want to play the games. So I got to get back into that. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Good for the family to help out. That's exemplary. Yeah, exemplary. Yeah. It's family. You take care of family. Family's down and stuff like that. Family's there to help out and stuff like that. But she had her knee her other knee was taken care of last year, and the missus helped her out there, and then this time she can't really move around that because you have a knee operation. That's your mobility's reduced. So she's gone up there, helped her get around, did a little cleaning, fixed the do some cooking her dinner and stuff like that, just hanging out with her until her son works from 4 o'clock in the afternoon to so she's up there just in case. So, and she's sort of just outside the village here in the back, sort of like in the back hills there. So it's she's sort of and her. So it just to be there just in case and stuff like that. The first couple of days after the operation and stuff. And so she's getting around okay to where the the missus, she's gone up there and she's gone to bed, and she says by the time I go to sleep, her son will be back, and so she stays up there for like a couple hours the last couple days and stuff. So she got her some groceries yesterday, which was good, and then I played some PUBG Battlegrounds yesterday, and then we had the football game last night. There was a football game last night, a very good football game, very good one, right down to the end, as far as it goes. Double Ches says, yeah, family can be touch and go. Some help, some take past grievances to impossible levels, if you know what I'm. Yeah, I don't understand that, Double J's. I have differences within my family, and but when things happen, you have to be there for each other and stuff because it's family. All the other shit is not even, it doesn't even come up on the radar and stuff like that. Family is very important. It's very important to myself and the missus. So we try to be there for our family, her family, her side of the family, and my side of the family to the most part, as far as that goes. So it is important. But so yesterday we had a lot of rain. I don't think we're supposed to dry out today. I might be able to mow the lawn tomorrow. I think it's going to be a little too wet today, so I'm going to wait till tomorrow to possibly mow the lawn, do a real quick mow. It doesn't really need it, but there's spots after this rain that the grass just grew. Tony D, okay, I got your picks. Thank you very much. Let me put them into the notes here. Thank you, Tony. You picked Seattle last night? Yeah, I think everybody picked Seattle. So if you picked it, I'm gonna put it in there. And so far as that was a good game last night. Seattle, I didn't realize they're on a tear here when they're on the road. They are literally on a tear. Let's see. I'm gonna put you right after. I got Tina's picks. I got Tony's picks. Let's see. This is Tony's picks. I'm putting it in my notes. Tony's picks. I'm rebuilding my thing for this week. We got Tina's. We got. I think I've got Ted's. I just got Michael's picks for last night. I got Captain Rehab's. So I think for the most part, I got to look up CBS's, but I think we have for the most part all the picks. So Double J says 100% agree with what you say about family. Yeah. Meant to send them. No, that's okay, Tony. You're good. These
cats were fed, right?
Huh?
Our cats were fed.
Yeah.
Was that outdoor cat fed?
The what?
Outdoor cat?
Yes, yeah, I fed them. Yo, why?
Well, they're all sitting here like this.
Okay, I don't know if Gray is still out there or not, but yeah, they.
All right, guys.
Okay, they've been fed. It's just they just see a new person up there, so they're thinking they're getting more food. Yeah, that's no problem, Tony. We got them, and I think I got Ted's. Did I get Ted's? Let me see. Let me check the messages here. I think I got Ted's. Yeah, I did get Ted's. He picked the Seahawks also. Everybody picked the Seahawks, so that's no big deal and stuff. So we got it in for week 4. We'll be talking about football here. Let's see. But weather-wise, currently we're at 61 degrees Fahrenheit. 61 degrees Fahrenheit here in the southern tier of upstate New York, which equates to 16 degrees Celsius. 16 degrees Celsius. And it was a wet one. We needed the rain yesterday. It was very dry, so the good soaking was a good thing as far as that goes. And that's we hadn't had any rain in several. Let's see, we got an active advisory, dense fog. Oh yeah, there's some fog out there. Okay. Yeah, we got a foggy morning going out, so hopefully we don't get any accidents. Let's see, cloudy early with peaks of sunshine expected late. High near 75 degrees Fahrenheit today in the southern tier of upstate New York. Winds out of the west by northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And it looks like, we've got cloudy up until this afternoon, and then it's going to be sunny and cloudy. So we're going to have pretty much a partly cloudy, mostly cloudy to partly cloudy type of day today. So the sun will be rising this morning at 6:58, which is in about 21 minutes. It's currently 6:37 a.m. So 6:58 a.m. the sun will be rising, and um, let's see and it'll be setting at 6:57 p.m. as far as that goes. Our world times and temperatures as I speak, starting in Honolulu. Tina says fog, another snowstorm. No, that's only for August, Tina. You do that only in August. I think I counted up like maybe 4 or 5 foggy days, and they were towards the end of August. You don't count the foggy days in September. It's just August and stuff. So we're going to probably have 5 storms. That's usually average. Yeah, I say that, and then the missus reminds me, no, that's only in August. I was like, oh, that's right. The old if you take you count the number of foggy mornings in the month of August, and that's how many winter storms you will have supposedly. I don't know if that's a farmer's almanac thing. Okay, our world times and temperatures in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:38 a.m. It's cloudy skies with a little clearing, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona, currently at 3:38 a.m. Clear skies, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, um, clear skies, 59 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City at 6:38 a.m. It's 6:38 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York, and clear skies, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Um, let's see. We're going to start with. Let's see. We didn't get a weather check from. Did you give me a weather check there, Tina? I don't think so. Tony is letting us know that down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, 70 degrees Fahrenheit right now, 80 degrees for the high, 70 for the low, cloudy. And oh, there it is. Okay, I found it, Tina. I just had to backtrack a little bit. And in central New Jersey, where Tina's at, it's 83 for the high and 61 for the low in New Jersey. And it's cloudy right now there in central New Jersey. And continuing across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean in London, England at 11:39 a.m. Cloudy skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italia at 12:39 in Milan. It's manja lunchtime in Milan. It's cloudy skies, 59 degrees in Milan. In the country of India, that's where Double J's is at. Double J's here, so just to let you know, Double J's at 4:10 in New Delhi. It's sunny and clear, 93 degrees Fahrenheit in New Delhi. It's still hot there at 4:10 p.m. It's 4:10 p.m. in Mumbai, where it's a little sunny, but it's also cloudy, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a little cooler down on the coast there in Mumbai. And let's see, Double J says, let's see, India, I take it. Yeah, it's hurricane season for East Coast of you. Oh, here in the United States, yeah, they're tracking one right now. I see. They're hopefully the cold front will push it out into the Atlantic. So yeah, we got the hurricane season kicking up again here, and keep those out there in the Atlantic Ocean. So that's India, and Tina says, "Don't remind me." Yeah, we don't like them, do we, Tina? We don't like the hurricanes. They start down there in Florida and the Caribbean, and they just make their track up the coast, and they cause all sorts of problems. Skipping over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 6:41 p.m. Sunny and clear, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, no, we don't want them. Kuala Lumpur, sunny and clear, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Tokyo, Japan at 7:41 p.m. in the evening. Cloudy skies. There's a little clearing, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. And down under on the great continent of Australia, great country and ally Australia is. And we do appreciate their friendship here in the United States. In Melbourne, Australia at 8:41 p.m. in their evening, 57 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy skies, little clearing. And the same is in Sydney, Australia, to the east of Melbourne. Sydney, Australia at 8:41 p.m. and 8:42 p.m. in their evening. It just changed. cloudy skies, a little clearing, 73 degrees Fahrenheit, and those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. And just as a note, we do have, you can, oh, you know what? I forgot to put that up there. I didn't see it up there. There it is. There. We got one person on Rumble, one person on Locals. We got 4 people on Twitch. Nobody on Facebook. The numbers come up, but X, these numbers don't come up. X and Kick. So we have a total of 7 live streaming platforms are on, a network of channels there, and that's to provide the easy access to the broadcast. Live stream broadcasters should do that. They should always give easy access to their viewers. And let's check the Facebook, because I know, let's see, Tony probably put a, let's see, yep, we're up on the Facebook. And there's the happy face that Tony put up there 20 minutes ago when we got started. So he was making the rounds there. We are on Kick. Why? Just for kicks. We got 1 viewer on Kick. Thank you for the 1 viewer on Kick. Thank you for being here. I don't see your comments, so I do try to come back into the tab that I have up for Kick. And then for X Live, I have it on the tablet here. I do monitor X Live. Okay. Oh, no, I don't want that. I'll put the volume down. Let's see. Get X Live. Yep, there I am. So we got the volume. It's on. I don't have a device for Kick, so I have to remember to go over there periodically just to see. But right now we have 1 viewer on Kick, and thank you very much. We have 2 people over on X Live, so thank you very much. And it looks like we have nobody on Facebook, and I do appreciate. Now, one of the things, if you heard the news yesterday, President Trump signed another executive order for TikTok. TikTok is going to be legal here in the United States. They come to, from what I've been reading this week, TikTok, 80% of it for the United States is going to be owned by a United States entity. So it's like 3 or 4 entities are going to be in combination of in control of TikTok here in the United States. Byte, the Chinese company that is the parent owner, is going to have 20%. The servers will be here in the United States and will be monitored, and the data will. So I am, I don't know, I think it still stands. You got to have 1,000 people. I thought about switching out TikTok with Kick, but it looks like I was on Kick or TikTok the beginning of this week, and I might be on there. And I've only have like my account is private, so the people that are on it are people I know from apps for the most part. Tony's D's on there. I think you're on there, Tina, and several other people, and people that don't I know from apps, and so I'm not going to post it up on X or anything like that I'm live streaming there as of yet. I'm not seeing anything that will benefit me as a live streamer to open up TikTok right now. So, but it is going to be official. And I did say if it becomes official and they comply with the law, that I would be on TikTok. I've been on TikTok. I have a TikTok account since 2022. I just don't use it. It's been in a private state from the beginning. I know if I open that, I'm going to get the floodgates of all these people and stuff like that. I don't know if I want to handle that right now. It's just too many. I'm juggling a few balls right now that I'm doing okay. So I don't want to get a whole bunch crashing down on me. But that's some big news there, and there's actually 2. If I am not wrong. Okay, I don't know. I can't. I missed that one. Double J's. 2 of what? 2 TikToks? Is it referring to TikTok? I know there's a China one. The China one is nothing like the U.S. one, but there was a law that was passed overwhelmingly in Congress that they will comply with the law, and it's no different than any other country to where they put stipulations. I know there's countries that ban TikTok, but TikTok is so embedded, I guess, that they don't want it. And I think President Trump sees that. So he's extended to see if they can work out the deal as far as that goes. So that'll be interesting. So, but I did do a live stream on this phone. This is my old phone, my old LG phone, and that I use. It's a good. It has a good camera, and it sounded okay to try and understand TikTok. I do have. I can go TikTok live on the desktop now. So, but I just don't really see where it can fit in for me right now because I haven't really used it that much. It's pretty interesting stuff. You can go down a rabbit hole watching people just like you do with the YouTube Shorts, the Instagram Reels, and even the over on Twitch, the stories and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. And oh, on the hurricane system. Oh, okay, okay. On the hurricane, you're saying hurricane system. There's actually two, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Hey, good morning to our good friend over on YouTube there, Judge Shady Court. Good morning, Robert. She calls me Robert. My first name's Richard Shady. My last name's Robert. I used to get that when I was in grade school. I was, they say where's Robert Richards? They thought Richards was my last name. It's not. It's Richard Roberts as far as that goes. I don't know if that's on. Yeah, my YouTube channel is at Richard M Roberts. I changed that to that, so I do have my full name on my YouTube channel and stuff. But you can still call me Robert. That's okay. They used to call me Rob in the Air Force and stuff. Okay, okay. I just if that's we're cool. We're good. We're good. I used to be called. They used to call me Robbie in the Air Force. Hey, Robbie, is like for Roberts, instead of that, instead of big doofy guy. So check out Judge. There we go. She called. You keep on calling me Rich. You can call me Rob. I like that. I just I wasn't sure if you knew or not, but I know you know, so you can call me Rob. I know what you mean. And so she's laughing. She's a great gal. Check her out over on YouTube. She actually comes on a little later and stuff. I don't know if do you have a regular schedule, Judge? Judge Shady Court. That's her handle over on YouTube. And you're welcome. You're welcome. I don't. You check out her page. She's on about every day. She talks about some very interesting stuff. She's a very, very positive person. I enjoy. I watch most of the time. I'll watch on the replay there, Shady or Judge. I'm going to call you Judge. I like to Judge because as far. Oh, you don't have a regular schedule, um, but you're very very good in your broad. I enjoy your broadcast very much as far as that goes. So you make it fun, and that's what I like about it. A broadcast should be fun, and as far as that goes, and she's blushing. Or she's, but we do appreciate you being here, and Tina says Judge Shady Court. Yeah, that's on YouTube. She's only I believe she's only on YouTube, Tina. So check her out. That's her handle over on YouTube is Judge Shady Court. There it is right there up on the screen right there. I got it right there below my lower third. Judge Shady Court. I always like giving a plug to good people, and she is definitely good people. And Tina says, "Okay, thanks. Yeah, add that to your Judge Shady Court." Tina is a very nice. I've known her for a couple of years since HAPS, and she's a very nice person. So she's from Central Jersey, and she's still in rehab and stuff like that. And then Judge Shady says, "Thanks to Tina." There we go. Okay, we're gonna press on here. We do have a thought for today, and it's from William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare was an English playwright, poet, actor, and theater entrepreneur. He's that guy that he can write really good. He's a good guy as far as writing the words and stuff like that. And Judge Shady says, awesome. Yeah, yeah, that's good. So his quote and our thought for the day, as far as that goes, is goes as follows. It's we know what we are, but know not what we may be. Yeah, do we really know what we want to be? I wanted to be a fireman. I wanted to be an astronaut and a fireman. Couldn't be a fireman, so or couldn't be an astronaut, so I became a fireman. Yeah, Shakespeare. Shakespeare's a pretty cool guy. He was a cool guy back in the day. But his quote and our thought for the day: uh, we know what we are. We know what we are, but know not what we may be. It's almost like a contradiction. So, what did he mean by that? Well, it meant while we understand our present selves, okay, and circumstances, which most of us do, we got daily lives and we do that and stuff. The future is unpredictable. We can't tell the future. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen a week from now. And we are unaware of our future potential, growth, and unforeseen events that could alter our lives. So we don't know what we may be until we get to that point in life. The quote highlights the uncertainty of human conditions and the potential for unexpected transformation, encapsulating the tension between our current identity and the limitless potential of our future. Because we have a limitless, our potential is through the roof for the future. So that's what William Shakespeare was trying to, all that from that little statement. So, William Shakespeare, thank you, sir. God bless and Godspeed. Good dude there. I like William Shakespeare. Let's see our national day today. Let's see what we got on the docket here. See, we'll put that back there. Double check that. Okay, we're on schedule. We've been on for 40 minutes here. Let's see. We have National Brave Day. Brave Day? I'm not sure what that's all about. National Compliance Officer Day. That would be a good one for England right now. England, I don't know. England's a little wonky right now with their policing over there. They're actually curtailing people, or arresting people in a sense, for what they're posting on Twitter. And I was like, man, is that deja vu? Didn't we have that during COVID? And now Google's admitting that there was the previous presidential administration. They're the ones that pressured them. I think they're trying to get off the hook, and everybody's trying to get back to normal again. So they're unsuspending people on YouTube that were suspended during COVID and stuff like that. So England's a different story. And we have Zach Bout. What's up there, Zach? Glad to have you here. Zupjit. What's up, Jit? Okay. I know Zup is like, what's up? Hey, doing good. How you doing, my friend? Glad to have you here. Let's see. We had National Situational Awareness Day. Yeah, we should always be aware of our situation as far as what's around us. Oh, it's starting to. It's still foggy out. I'm just seeing the daylight here as far as that goes. We're going to go with National Dumpling Day. Today is going to be National. I'm going with National Dumpling Day. We're going to go with the food item here. National Dumpling. I like dumplings. Dumplings are pretty good. Let's see. Let's see if we get the Surface 3 is running a little bit slow. Let's see. Double J says, "Yep, Trump has been vocal against the mayor of London." So yeah, the mayor of London. But I also he's not too thrilled with the lack of freedom of speech over there as far as that goes. And Tina likes the dumpling one. She says, "Yummy." And Judge Judy's just laughing. She's enjoying the broadcast. That's good. I like seeing that. Let's see. Our national day is dumplings. Let's see. Hashtag National Dumpling Day. Dumplings offer National Dumpling Day on September 26th serves up a delicious treat to celebrate. With popularity of dumpling growing all the time, the day offers a great way to celebrate, whether enjoying as an appetizer, and that's usually when I have them. I'll have them as an appetizer. I don't think the missus doesn't make them as a meal or main course. Each morsel is satisfying. They're tasty, tasty things. Dumplings offer so much variety and flavor. They create a beautiful accompaniment to any meal. The endless possibilities of shape and taste make dumplings a favorite dish around the world. So today is National Dumpling Day. That's a good one. Um, I did do the audio podcast yesterday. We um, over there on Spotify. We do repurpose this broadcast over on Spotify, and we do appreciate those people that are listening over on Spotify at Fireman Rich over on Spotify. And yesterday we talked about where was this? Was this over in? I think they said. I think it was Korea. Yeah, South Korea. The medical field over in South Korea. They're doing a study. You know, when you get a bee sting, you can pull out part of it, but part of that stinger is in there because of the barbs. Well, they were looking at that as far as a more effective way to administer medicine, because when you keep on sticking, well, they got a device, and we got IVs. They just go in there and they're a straight needle and stuff like that. But this particular mechanism is a needle that when it goes in there, it has barbs on its side and it stays in there, and you can attach and detach a syringe to your medicine. So, but it anchors the needle in there, and it's a little bit more comforting. So they're taking an example from the bee stinger to actually use and be practical use. I think it's still in the development stages, and they're doing studies on it. What are you doing, Jack? Huh? What are you doing? Huh? Come on up here. You want to come up? You want to come up and say hi? Come on, hop up, hop up. You want to come up? Jack is back here fighting with the rug. So that's what we talked about yesterday. There he is. Hey, Jack. You feisty, huh? Are you a feisty kitty cat this morning? Yeah. There you go. You win. You win. Give me. Here you go. Want to say hi to everybody? There's Jack. He's watching. Jack.
Like I do this morning. Leave me alone.
What's that?
He feels like I do this morning. Leave me
No,
alone.
he's sitting right here clawing the rug, and he
he
wants
wanted to go upstairs, and I think somebody's at the top of the steps.
Oh, he's frustrated. Oh, okay. He probably wanted to look out a window upstairs. The cats, after their morning breakfast, they're running to different windows. Cat TV is very important to them. See what's going on, especially now that we have a couple stray cats that are walking around our yard and the next door neighbor yard. As far as that goes, bees can be dangerous. Have heard bees getting in the mouth and sting, and it has been. Yeah, bees are. Yeah, I agree with that. But they're taking they're looking at the bee stinger, and they're looking at how when that stinger gets anchored, it gets anchored in by those barbs. They're looking at that and developing a different type of needle that has that capability to where you insert it, because most, like an IV, if it's in there, it's very uncomfortable, I guess, over a long period. This gives I guess they're seeing that actually gives a little bit more comfort, I guess, in as far as administering. You got some people that they have illnesses that they have to take medicine daily and stuff. So instead of injecting themselves all the time, the needle's already in there. So you just attach the syringe, and they have a patch over it and stuff like that. So we talked about that yesterday on Spotify for Creators. Spotify for Creators used to be the old Anchor platform, and Spotify bought it. So I am on Spotify at Fireman Rich on Spotify. And Jack, stay away from bees. Yeah, he doesn't go outside. He hasn't escaped here. I think it's been over a year now. It was last year that he escaped. He was out in the cornfield for a couple hours, and as far as that goes, so he likes getting outside. As far as that goes, so that's what we talked about yesterday on the Fireman Rich audio podcast morning coffee. That's Tuesdays and Wednesdays. This last Tuesday, we didn't have it because we do Mixcloud. Every other Tuesday, we do Mixcloud. So next week will be a full Tuesday and Thursday on Spotify. And it's sort of a condensed version of this broadcast, where I say a meet and greet, do the thought for the day, National Day, the weather, and all that. And then I present an interesting story where here, once we come back after a break, I go over the news and stuff like that for those that are just coming into the broadcast there. We got 9 people on the broadcast. Okay, we got 5 people on Twitch. Holy crap! And we have 3 people over on X Live. And let's check Kick. Kick, we have 2 people over on Kick. Good morning, Kick. Thank you. We went from 1 to 2, and so that's good. We got a full house here this morning. Let's see. Something in my eye. Let's see. We got let's see the history. Let's go ahead. Let's see. What are we doing on time here? Where's my thing? Oh, there it is. No, that's not it. There it is. Okay, we got 49 minutes. So, okay, Tina, I'm gonna go be doing 100 years from now. I know what. Yeah, I guess Hal is over wherever. Okay, we'll see you later, Tina. Ciao. We're gonna be doing 100 years ago. Here, let me get that set up here. We're at 49 minutes. So, God, we've been on almost an hour already. I felt like we just started. Okay, let me see. Let me get this set up here for 100 years ago, and we'll do the history. Let's see. Do we have? No, we don't have that. So I want that back on that page. Okay. Fox 40. Again, full disclosure. The news agencies' web pages that I present on during the morning coffee broadcast here. Full disclosure, I have no association with them, or I do not work for them. I just a consumer of their web pages, and one of the things that we consume here is, okay, you're going to watch it? Okay, I'm going to be bringing it up here real quick. One of the things we do bring up here on the Wednesday, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday broadcast, and I also do it on the audio podcast, is Fox's 40, 100 years ago. What happened to the Southern Tier 100 years ago? And we have Roger Luther. And this time, I think the last time I did it for Monday, it was I had to read it for, but this is for September 24th. What was happening here in the Southern Tier of upstate New York 100 years ago? So there's the young lady there that's going to introduce Roger Luther. Let me go ahead and drop my camera, and we'll go give this a listen.
And tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past. Authorities destroy over 100 gallons of alcohol. Broome County historian Roger Luther has this story and more in tonight's installment of 100 Years Ago Today, brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, the Kroller Manufacturing Company is building a large modern addition to their factory at Ely and Frederick Streets. The company manufactures furniture and is one of the leading industrial businesses of Binghamton. The Calora Temple Clubhouse in Johnson City will be dedicated and formally opened Friday afternoon. Final work is being done on the new Daniel S. Dickinson School at Star Avenue in the First Ward. Half-day sessions will be held in all city schools next week to allow pupils to attend the Binghamton Fair every day. And finally, deputies last night destroyed 140 gallons of alcohol that had been stored at the sheriff's office since being seized in a raid near Windsor. And that was the news, September 24th, 1925.
One 100 years ago. 100 years ago. That's what it was. What was going on, as far as that goes for September 24th, which was yesterday. And they did have a lot of furniture factories here back in the day. Shoe factories, and IBM got its start here in the Southern Tier also. So there was the Southern Tier of upstate New York had a very strong manufacturing base. So this furniture place, I don't remember it. There was even a cigar cigar factory here. Yeah, Tina, the alcohol, that was I think we had 100 years ago last week where the deputies were confiscating it from what they call them a speakeasy back then. You got to remember, 100 years ago there was prohibition that you couldn't sell alcohol. So I'm just wondering. I always think when they talk about how they're destroying the alcohol, how much of that alcohol gets thrown into the back trunk of the old cars, or off to the side for the police officers to take home. You know what I mean? You know. There's always a secondary story to the main story. So and then schools, I guess they allowed schools back in the day a half day during the week for to attend the Binghamton Fair. Yeah. And Tina says, yes, me too. You were wondering that too. Yeah. You always wonder, those police officers, oh, nobody's looking. I could take a bottle. It wasn't against the law to drink. But if the thing is, they were confiscated. So, they still drank back in the day. Um, and then we had the Dickerson School there on South. I think that school is still there. So, those are the main headlines that took place here in. Those are the main headlines that took place here in the southern tier of upstate New York. So that it's always a good listen and watch. Listen to 100 years ago from Roger Luther. He's a historian for the Broome County. I live in Tioga County, so Broome County is just to the east, and one of the counties that make up the southern tier of upstate New York. And he's always a good listen as far as that goes. And okay, Tina, we'll see you later. And so I like presenting that, and they have some interesting stuff. Most of it's about alcohol because it was prohibition back in the day. So you look at those were the headlines for that day, for Wednesday, September 24th, 100 years ago. You look at the headlines today, it's like there's so much news these days. It's enough to blow your head off. Okay, so there's that. In other history, it was on this day, September 26, 1960, the first ever debate between presidential nominees took place as Democratic John F. Kennedy and Republican Richard M. Nixon faced off before a national TV audience in Chicago. I vaguely remember this as a kid. Okay. I remember the shooting of John F. Kennedy, but I just vaguely remember something of this. Hey, Deplorable's here in the house. Good morning, Deplorable, coming in from, let's see, go back for Double J's first. Well, if one doesn't have a conscience, there is no morals to be in a position of authority. No in between is what, yeah, that's how it's supposed to work. But, just reading that statement, they destroyed 100, how much of that, there's, I don't think all those officers were of that nature. I'm just saying. I don't know for a fact, but hey, good morning to Deplorable. Good morning, Patriots. Love the flags and love the Rumble heart there as far as in the Rumble symbol. Good morning, Deplorable. Hope you're doing good. Coming in from northwestern Pennsylvania, right across the border from Olean there. Glad to have you, my friend. And you're on Rumble. Greatly appreciate you being here. So, so this debate, this is the debate. Basically, they're crediting that's what won the election for President Kennedy, because if it was a radio only, Richard Nixon he was the vice president for Eisenhower. So, and he probably would have run, but in the camera, pictures of he was sweating. So, and it was due to the cameras on the set. So, but that had an influence on the election, they said. 1777, British troops occupied Philadelphia during the American Revolution. 1954, the Japanese commercial ferry Toi Maru sank during a typhoon in the Straits of somewhere. It claimed 1,150 lives. Those typhoons. I went through a typhoon when I was in the Philippines years back. This was 1981, there was a typhoon that came through northern Luzon. Oh man, those are worse. Those are like a hurricane plus plus plus. They are bad. Let's see. Let's see. We have in 1991, 4 men and 4 women began a 2-year stay inside a sealed-off structure in Oracle, Arizona, called Biosphere 2. They emerged from Biosphere 2 on that day in 1993. Okay, so it's sort of like a Big Brother type thing. And let's see, what else do we have here? It was in 2022, just 3 years ago, NASA DART, Double Asteroid Redirect Test spacecraft, rammed an asteroid at roughly 1,400 miles per hour in order to test the method of planetary defense. And what that was is when the thing comes in and it hits, it's to deflect it a little bit. It doesn't destroy it, it sort of deflects it from its path. So that's what we have for history. Let's see. Oh, is that outside? Is that on the TV? Oh, we got something going on here. What do we have? Oh,
Just the ambulance.
ambulance. Ambulance is on a run. And we got fog out. I got the radio off. Let's see. Double J says, yeah, there was a typhoon, Ragasa, hit Hong Kong yesterday. The whole region was closed for flight. Yeah, those typhoons, they're nasty things. That's Mother Nature. Don't turn your back on Mother Nature because she is strong. she can kick everybody's ass here on this blue marble, and she reminds us of that too. Let's see. I want to dismiss that. Let's bring that up. And let's see. So that's history. Let's see. What do we got for time here? Let's see. Okay, we're on 1 hour. I'm going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back and do sports when I get back here as far as that goes, folks. So let's see. We got that there. So yeah, I got to get some more coffee. I'm out on coffee here. So we will be right back. Just hang loose, and we'll see you in a couple minutes here as we. No, we don't want skateboard. We want bubblegum. Okay, here we go. we're back, and we are back here for the Friday morning coffee for 09.26.2025 at Rumble Video Broadcast. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, as well as over there on X, all those other fine social media platforms I'm on. Just Google at Fireman Rich, and you'll see where I'm at. And hello, Big Juice, coming in from the Buckeye State of Ohio. Good to have you here, and we're going to be talking about football and deplorable saying, yeah, go Eagles, go Eagles. Well, let's go ahead and get into a little baseball first, because I didn't realize until I was doing the audio podcast yesterday that this is the last full week of baseball, folks. I do have my second cup. Yeah, baseball. This is the last full week of baseball. So starting Wednesday night, we had, let's see, Big Juice Guardians beat the Tigers 5-1. The Yankees won against the White Sox 8-1 on Wednesday, and the Mets lost to the Cubs 10-3. Last night, let's see, the Guardians lost to the Tigers last night for Big Juice, the Cleveland Guardians, and the Yankees won against the White Sox last night, and the Mets, they beat the Cubs last night. Okay, so today we're going to have the Yankees and Orioles going into the weekend. That's the last weekend. It's the last weekend of full scheduled, the regular scheduled baseball. So the Yankees and Orioles and the Mets and Marlins. Mets are down in Florida, and Big Juice's Guardians, they're not playing today, but I think tomorrow they are playing. Who are they playing this weekend? They're not playing anybody? I don't see them playing until. They play the Rangers on Sunday. So I guess the Guardians are off today and tomorrow. So that baseball last day is Sunday, folks, and Wednesday starts the wild card. And the only people that are in the wild card right now are Los Angeles. So it's anybody's game here going into the last few days of regular season. So I'm not sure who's in the hunt and stuff like that. What is it? It was Wednesday afternoon. There was the EFL Cup, the European Football League Cup. Manchester City had no problem taking care of Huddersfield 2-0. That was Friday afternoon. I watched that. That was a good match. Huddersfield is like 2 levels below Mansfield, so if they actually had all their young guys in. Regular scheduled game is this Sunday. Manchester plays Arsenal. Now Arsenal is this is Sunday. What time is that at Sunday? I think it's Sunday at. No, maybe. Oh, wait a minute. Back up. No. Back up. Manchester. I'm sorry. No, that's a game they played the week before. They went to a 1-1 tie. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Manchester is playing Burnley tomorrow, Saturday, at 10 a.m. here. Not Sunday. It's tomorrow. I got them mixed up there. So Manchester's playing Burnley, and let's see. Where's Burnley in the Premier League? Burnley is 16th place, but Manchester City is 7th. So they got to win, and the eight teams ahead of them, some of them are going to have to lose for them to move up. Because right now they have 7 points, and Liverpool has 15 points. Ansel, Tottenham, and Bournemouth have 10. So we have to see those teams to lose. So, Manchester gets back up in the first place. We did have some football last night. Thursday night starts the 4th week of the 18-week season. Seahawks. That was a good game. Came down to the Seahawks getting a field goal right at the end of the at the end of the game there. And so good game. Everybody that's in the win-loss thing got a win last night. So the game's coming up this weekend. You got on Sunday. There's a Sunday morning game at 9:30. I don't know where are they playing. Where's Big Juice? Do you know where's Captain Rehab when you need him? Where's that game being played? It doesn't say. It's overseas. It's over in Europe because it starts at 9:30. Let me check here. Let me check real quick. The Vikings and who are the Vikings playing again? Oh, is it Ireland? Oh, okay. Deplorable. You said I. Okay, it is. Is that the one? Okay. I thank you very much. I okay. Yeah. Vikings and Steelers. Correct. Vikings and Steelers, and they're playing in Ireland. From what? Thank you, Deplorable. I appreciate that. They're playing it. That's the one in Ireland. Okay, so that's a new one. Usually it's London or in Germany. It's either in England or Germany. So this is Ireland, and I think they're supposed to be playing one in Spain also this season. So they've already had a game in Brazil, and the Steelers. Yeah, the Steelers are playing against. Where's my NFL thing here? What the hell did that go? Yeah. What the hell happened here? Let's see. Yes, Vikings and Steelers tomorrow, or be Sunday at 9:30. 9:30. So that's being played in Ireland. That's good. And we have somebody here. Who do we have? We have who is the stud muffin on the screen? Double J or producer Jay. Say, how you doing, my friend? Everybody needs to follow this guy on Twitch. Producer Jace. He's another good friend of mine. I've known him since Haps. He's a great guy. How you doing there, Jace? And Deplorable says it's Dublin, Ireland. Okay, they're playing in Dublin, Ireland, so they'll be drinking a real Guinness, I guess, after the game there, the players. But Jay says, nice seeing you. Thank you for stopping in, my friend. I need to stop in on your broadcast. You know, it just seems like I'm more busy since I've been retired for 2 years now. So it's like I'm making up excuses, but everybody needs to follow producer Jace. Jace is a great guy. You know, when I do this bit here and then I go back like this, that goes back to Jace knows what that is. Remember that, Jace? We go, ah. And then the blab. We had the blab. Remember that we had the blab there. Yep, that's the blab days. Yep, there was the blab days we did that. I do that out of remembrance. I had such a ball on blab there. You were on the radio station there with Eric. I remember Eric and she just passed away. I can't remember her name. And you told me about her. Oh my God, I feel bad now. Gina, yes, Gina. Gina who God bless her and Godspeed. Gina, Eric and Eric, Gina, and Jace. They used to have the radio show on Blab, and I used to watch that every freaking morning. They even had this knucklehead come up on the broadcast sometimes those were the good days of Blab. That's before Haps, man. That was just it was great and stuff like that. And I really cherished that time there, Jace. So Jace is a great guy. Give him a follow on Twitch, and he broadcasts gaming and stuff. And you have some wild shorts. I look at your shorts, and he's over on YouTube as well. So he's a good dude. Good dude there. Glad to have you here, Jace. And let's see. Meerkat before Blab, and see, Blab before. Yeah, I was just looking at Meerkat. I never got on Meerkat, but when Blab came out right after that, just exploded. Meerkat, I think, was on its downset. I know you were on Meerkat quite a bit, and Jace says, "Thank you. You're more than welcome, Jace. You're a good guy. You're a good dude. I appreciate you stopping in also stuff. I like promoting good guys as far as that goes. And let's see, loyalty counts for something these days. It means these days it means nothing. No, loyal. Yeah, you're a good dude back then. You're still a good dude. So I'm gonna let other people know. So check out Jace. Oh no, that's Double J. Double J said loyalty counts for something. These days it means not. Yeah, yeah. Producer Jace here, Double J's. He's a great guy. He's a good guy. He's a fun guy. And I've known him for quite a while. I've known him back. This is going back to the Blab days. So he's one of the good guys that I still remember and I still associate with. I mean, there's very few. Was it Bobby Shadow? He's one that I've known from Blab, and Jace that I see, but I don't see many other people. We did have somebody that passed away from Blab. I can't remember the gentleman's name. He's from Las Vegas. He had cancer. I can't remember his name. He did. He was with Jace. Do you remember Harry George? I vaguely, Jace. I remember that name from Blab, but the thing is, I was on. I remember you distinctively because the radio show was great that you guys did. I loved it. He's just like, oh, Harry passed away a few. Oh my God, yeah. Then there's this guy. I can't think of his name right offhand. He was in Las Vegas. Bobby Shadow, know him. Jace or Jay, the guy from San Francisco. They had that show. God, what the hell was it? And there was a guy from South Carolina. They had a show. And let's see, Larry Scott, Land of the Lost 45s. No way. Oh my God. He had the radio. Oh my God. He was a great broadcaster too. Wow, too many Sean. And Sean passed away. Oh my God. We all get old. Wow. That's a bummer. Good people as far as that goes. Yeah, good people. And man, I don't know what to say. Sort of catch up. I didn't want to play catch up on that, Suns, but we're a lot younger back then. That's got to be what? Oh, that's a number of years back. I can't even think of how many numbers it is. But let me see. I got to check Kick here real quick. Nothing on Kick. We still have two people on Kick, or is that one person on Kick? Let's see. Let's refresh. One person on Kick. Okay. And over on the Facebook, we have nobody over on the Facebook. Okay. So, yeah, those were the days, though, I guess. They were. Let's see. Sean was a double amputee. He listened to the show every. Okay. Yeah. Wow. It's something. Yeah. And even during Blab, we had a couple, we had Levita during Haps and stuff. What's this deplorable? You're only as old as you remember, and I can't remember what room I'm in most of the time. Isn't that the truth? Deplorable. Isn't that the truth? Continuing with our football games. So Vikings and Steelers, they're playing in Dublin, and then at 1:00 we got Commanders and Falcons, Chargers and Giants, Titans and Texans. Eagles, go Eagles against the Buccaneers. Do you think they'll win that game, Deplorable? That should be a good game. I got the Eagles picked to win. Then finishing up the 1:00 games on Sunday, Panthers and Patriots, Saints and Bills. That's the game I'm focusing. Go Bills, Bills Mafia. And then can Cleveland beat the Lions for the last 1:00 game on Sunday? I don't know. I picked the Lions on that. 4:00 games, you got Jaguars and 49ers, Colts and Rams, Bears and Raiders, Ravens and Chiefs. The last 4:00 game. That should be a good game right there. Ravens and Chiefs. I'm picking the Ravens to upset the Chiefs, but that's in Kansas City. And then Sunday night game, it's Packers and Cowboys. And then we have 2 Monday night games, Jets and Dolphins, and Bengals and Broncos. I picked the Jets and I picked the Broncos. So that's what we have as far as that goes. Let's see. I think so. That defense will run. Yeah, yeah. If their defense shows up, they'll control the game. I agree with that. Deplorable. Yes. Um, the Eagles are doing good. I almost want to say it's going to be the Eagles-Bills Super Bowl. Oh, the missus like that one. She like that one. They'd be all right. New York against Pennsylvania, as far as that goes. Okay, so that's it for sports, as far as that goes, folks. And let's see. Deplorable says, I always root for the Lions. My little brother is a Bears. Yeah, I think the Lions. I think the Lions. They're starting to show. They had a little stumble there, and I think their game. Who are they playing again? The Browns. The Browns were a shocker. They won the week before against who did they win last week? The week 3. Yeah, they beat the Packers. So that was a surprise last week. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with the Lions there. Okay, let's see. We got that. Let's get rid of that, and let's go to our news here. We're going to be presenting some news articles here from the various local news channels, like we've already done. Fox 40. We'll be doing see what WEBO, the local radio station here in Owego, New York, has to say. WNBF, which is a radio station up there in Binghamton. WBNG, CBS affiliate in Johnson City, and Channel 34 in Binghamton, WENY, which is out in Elmira. Those channels, I'll be presenting some, articles. Full disclosure, I have no association with them. I do not work for them. I am just a consumer of their information that's online, and I present it here just to give an idea of the articles show a little bit of what the southern tier of upstate New York is like. And let's see. I hope the Packers destroy the Cowboys. We'll see. And we have Andrea. Hello. Sorry for my. You're English. I'm from Italy. Oh, come va? Buongiorno. Or no, well, it's buongiorno for me. It's let's see. In Italy, what's the time in Italy? What do you say? No, it's not. Let me see what time. I just the world times and temperatures. We have it's 1:37 p.m. in Milan. What part of Italy are you from, if I may ask? I don't know if you told us this before. It's 13:37. Okay, so you're on the same time as Milan. You're in northern. Oh, you're near Milan. Okay, all right. We lived in Italy. I ran the Strada Milano years back and stuff. I don't have you coming up as a first-time chatter, so you've been here before. So thank you for being here. Coming in from Italy, Italia. Yeah, I ran the Strada Milano back in, was it 1970? The summer of 78, I ran the Strada Milano. No, it's the first time. Oh, it is your first time? You're not coming up as a first-time chatter on Twitch. That's odd. That's telling me you've been here before. Andrew. Anna Cho. Okay. I'm just checking your bio here. Because usually, if you come in, it'll say first time chatter, and I don't remember you. And I'm just okay. You're on Twitch. Okay, there you are. And but welcome to the broadcast. Greatly appreciate you being here, coming in from Italy. Me and the missus love Italy. I spent 7 years in Italy. as far as that goes. And um, Anachoa means, what is that? Let me see what that is here. Stand by for a minute. It means person who believes in archaism, political philosophy, and movement of rejects all forms of involuntary rule of hierarchy. This includes. Oh, okay. So you're okay, but we love Italy, and Italy was always been is. I lived there for 7 years. I spent 2 years initially when I came into the service in Pordenone, the province of Pordenone in Aviano, which is about 60 miles north of Venetia. And then when I got married, we went back over there for 7 years, or for 4 more years, and I spent about 3 months down in Sicily. So I have quite a bit of time back in my younger day, and then when I first got married. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, I love Italy. Italy is my favorite country in Europe. I love northern Italy. I've been to Venice, of course, Milan, Verona. My biggest regret is I never went to Rome. I remember driving down before I left. I drove down the coast of what used to be Yugoslavia, and then I from Dubrovnik. I took the ferry over to Bari, Italy, and I drove up the Adriatic side of the boot, and I went right by Rome and stuff like that. And let's see, I'm a huge fan of my country. Yeah, yeah. I wonder why. You're a citizen of Italy. 7 years is a lifetime. Good part. Yeah, it is. We really enjoyed ourselves over there. It's like it was when I went back over there with the missus, and we were there for 4 years. It was we loved it over there. It's I'd love to go back and visit, but I just don't get on. I haven't been on an airplane since I got out of the service in 1997. So where are you from? And I'm here in New York State. I'm in upstate New York. We're about a 3-hour drive northeast or northwest upstate New York from New York City. So this is our home. We both grew up here, and I can almost relate that. I can almost relate upstate New York is similar to what northern Italy is like in some cases. There's a big Italian community here in upstate New York. I have a cousin who lives in Brooklyn. Okay, yeah, my grandparents they used to live in Brooklyn, and I spent many a summer when I was a kid down in Brooklyn. My father grew up in Brooklyn, and so I know that. I don't know Brooklyn that well, but they lived there on Avenue N down in Brooklyn, near Rockaway Park Boulevard, down in Flatbush, in that general area. So welcome to the broadcast. That's cool. What do you think about Trump now, and what? Okay, we don't get that political on this broadcast. Just to let you know, Andy, I voted for Trump. I think Trump is a great president. I think he's doing good things. There's some people that disagree with him. Okay, there's some people that disagree with him too strongly with their language, and I think he's doing the right things to for the United States that's benefiting this country. And you was so good. Yeah, thank you. As far as that goes. So we try not. I try not to get too political here on this one. I have another broadcast I do that I've been trying. So and Double J says, lots of left. Follow Rich on Rumble. You will get the raw deal. Yeah, Rumble. I save all my political stuff for. And Double J, just to let you know, I'm going to probably. I don't know when I'm going to bring that broadcast up again. I got to look at it because I got to do some gaming. I got to get back into the gaming and stuff. I'm sort of letting that slip and stuff like that. I haven't done any online gaming here, so I'm gonna try and be a little more proactive this weekend. Maybe even game tonight for a couple hours, as far as that goes. And no, I think we don't have the same idea. No, well, we can agree that we disagree, Andrew. Okay, and we'll leave it at that. Okay, let's see what we have on Fox 40 here as far as for our news. Again, I have Rumble Ponies Championship celebration. Ooh, that's the local. Pony fans are riding high yesterday. The big 8-2 win against Erie in the 2025 Eastern League Championship. Oh, okay, they won. Cool. That's a good deal. Let's go ahead and let's see. Double J says, no pressure, Rich. You retired. No tear pressure. Yeah, no pressure. No, I don't have any pressure anymore. No. I'm. Oh, the missus. She raised her hand. I got pressure with her. I got. Oh, let's see what we have on Fox 40 here. What do we got for articles here? And what to expect. Oh, fall is here. Let's see what the fall foliage. That's one thing in upstate New York. Actually, the whole Northeast. We have the foliage when the leaves change colors. So that's taking place right now. So this is on Fox 40. Let's give a look at this one. And let me turn off the scroll there. And I thought I turned that off. What happened? Didn't that turn off? Oh, there it goes. Okay, that turned off now. Okay. And let's go ahead and present this. Double J says, and it doesn't matter. You have right to opinion, and it's better to agree to disagree. Live and let live. Yeah, exactly. So, we have disagreements on certain things. That doesn't mean we can't still be friends. Unlike some. Okay, let's see. Let's get to this. Here we go. Here it is. Oh, let's see. I got to go to present. Okay, there it is. Now we got it. Okay, there we go. What to expect for the fall foliage this year? Let's see what that's all about, folks, and see where get some pictures of the leaves changing.
As we are in the early stages of the fall season here in upstate New York, we take a look at some of the changes that we're expecting to see each year in the fall foliage. The leaves change in the fall due to the colder temperatures and shorter days, which act as a sign to plants that winter is coming. The peak color change this time of year is expected to start in the second week of October and continue into the end of the month. Broome County sees a considerable amount of change given the variety of tree species in the area that each have different reactions to these temperature changes. Although the colors are pretty, it also helps scientists study how to detect nutrient deficiencies in an ecosystem.
If a plant is stressed or the soil is not good enough, then the plant doesn't get those nutrients, and so the leaves cannot make chlorophyll, and thus they go yellow because there's a lack of chlorophyll. And so the fall colors have taught us how to identify nutrient deficiencies in agriculture and in our gardens to figure out when our plants need a little bit of extra care.
So it's gentlemen. I didn't really. I think it was just the audio there from Fox 40. The as far as the to understand, he was talking about how the foliage changes with the temperatures and all that and stuff like that. So what happened here? Okay, there we go. So that gives you an idea. The leaves are changing. We got walnut trees. The leaves are changing to yellow. The maple tree over here on this side. We got a couple maples, but they're starting to change. And because of the change in temperature, it's still foggy out. And 60 degrees, that's not too cold. So, but the temperature change, it affects the leaves there changing colors. So that's a big deal here in the Northeast. Okay, let's see what else we got on Fox 40. Fox 40. Do we have anything else? Let's see. Talking about the foliage and okay, this is on the Rumble Ponies. Let's bring this one up.
The Double A.
As far as the Rumble Ponies, that's a local
the Double A Binghamton Rumble Ponies took home a big.
Yeah. We'll get to you. Hang on just a minute there, girl. Okay. Let's bring this one up. This is the one about the Rumble Ponies. Let's go ahead and listen to this one, folks.
The Double-A Binghamton Rumble Ponies took home a big win on the road last night and celebrated back home today. Fox 40's Ziggy Hill has more from the celebration.
This is going to be Titletown, USA here. 3 in 1 year. It doesn't get a lot better than that.
Ponies fans riding high after yesterday's big 8-2 win against Erie in the 2025 Eastern League Championship, gathering at Mirabito Stadium to congratulate the players and coaches for the win.
I think it was an incredible turnout. As you said, it's raining. It's a weekday in September. The kids are in school, and we still had a loud and great turnout here today at the stadium to welcome the guys back, and that's important. They feed off of that.
This win marks the 4th Eastern League Championship win in the team's 33-year history, the last win being in 2014. The Ponies also made history, being just the 5th team in the minor league to have a 90-win season since 1950.
We had talent, we had character. We lost guys in the middle of the year who were playing so well they got promoted. Other guys that were here and other guys that came up from Brooklyn filled right in. They just refused to lose. They were 77-0 when they led after the 7th inning.
Players celebrating the win today said they were thankful to the fans for support and credited the team's success in part to the support and a strong desire to bring home some hardware.
I think we had the right players to do it, the right coaching staff, and just the right environment to do it. And it kind of festered on itself all year long, and this is the result.
The Rumble Ponies 2026 season opener will be against the New Hampshire Fisher Cats on April 3rd in Manchester, New Hampshire. Reporting in Binghamton, Ziggy Hill.
So they win the Eastern Championship. Congratulations, Rumble Ponies. That's great as far as that goes. There they are, the 2025 champions of the Eastern. They're a minor league now. The Rumble Ponies are in Binghamton, New York, and they're a minor league baseball team for the Mets. For the New York Mets. So a lot of the players here, they go up into the big leagues from Binghamton, and the current manager of the New York Mets, he used to manage the Rumble Ponies before he went up to manage the New York Mets. So they are part of the organization of the New York Mets, and they're a dime in the rough here. They win the championship once again. As far as that goes, I didn't realize they won it that many times, though. That's pretty cool. So there we are. Baseball here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And let's see. So that's a good article there. And I think that's about it for Fox 40. I'm not seeing anything else. Yeah, we got down to 100 years ago. So that's it. Let's see. WEB or WNBF. Let's see what's on the news there. We have let's see what's going on there. That's a little high, isn't it? Let's see. Let's go right there. Let's see. The Weagle Fire Department responded to a fire. This is on WEBO, and that's one of many channels that are part of the Radican Media Group. I have no affiliation with the Radican Media Group, but the family does have a number of radio stations here in the southern tier of upstate New York. But the Weagle Fire Department battled a fire on West Avenue here in the village of Owego Wednesday evening last night. According to the Owego Fire Chief, Eric Hawkins, all residents were able to escape. That's the best thing right there. They all escaped. No loss of life. However, 2 cats were removed from the fire, and unfortunately, one didn't make it. Okay, well, the family of 3 has been displaced until major repairs can be completed. The cause of fire was determined to be electrical in nature. So that's the Weagle Fire Department. They're one of many volunteer fire departments here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And this is one of the many articles that are over there on WEBO. It's the local radio station here I listen to, and one of the other radio stations I do listen to is was it 93.3 The Bridge. It's out of right across the border here in Pennsylvania, in Bradford County. as far as that goes. And let's see, what else do we have for news and stuff? Let me check. Anything else? WEBO. We had the fire. I did talk about this. And this is an article. It just I think we talked about this one already, and this is a second article on WEBO. Binghamton University, State University of New York. It's not in Binghamton; it's in Vestal, but Vestal was right next to Binghamton. But this Binghamton University is named as one of the nation's best universities, and why is that? Well, let's find out. Let's see. Okay, Binghamton University has been named one of the nation's best universities and best value in the 2026 U.S. News and World Report ranking, recognizing for its strong academic quality and affordability. The newly released list by U.S. News and World Report places Binghamton University as the 35th best college in the nation for value, up 3 spots from 2025 and well above 2024, when Binghamton University was ranked as 85th in the category. Looking at public universities specifically, Binghamton was ranked as number 3, the best value institute in the nation, and the number 1 best value in New York State. So you get your bang for your buck when you go to Binghamton University. In addition to the ranking, Binghamton University was also named the number 34th best public university in the nation and 73rd best overall university. The recognition as the best value university reaffirms our commitment to offer world-class education and affordability costs, said Binghamton University President Harvey Stenger. We're proud to offer students a high-quality academic experience that prepares them for success in their career, without the burden of expensive debt. Several specific programs at Binghamton also saw sizable leaps in the annual list. The engineering program rose from 98th in last year's edition of ranking to 86th this year. The undergraduate nursing program joined the top 100 at 98, finishing 114th last year. Undergraduate computer sciences also crept up 9 spots last year and makes it 117th in the nation. U.S. News also placed Binghamton in impressive position for schools that are best for veterans. Number is 43rd in that category. Psychology, 85th. Social mobility, 98th. Business is 109th, and economics is 121. Binghamton University's time and time again is listed among the best university in the nation, said Binghamton University Provost and Executive Vice President for Academics, Academic Affairs, Donald Hall. It's not only a powerful reminder of the hard work and dedication of our facility, staff, and students, but it reinforces the commitment to academic excellence, innovation, and success. And I throw out there a big congratulations to Binghamton University. It's again, I call it a diamond in the rough, sort of like the Rumble Ponies. It's a really good university, folks. So I didn't realize it was that. We did talk about it. I think Monday that we showed a couple video clips, but that's a little more specific on the WEBO radio station as far as that goes. So that's pretty good. Let's see. What do we have on WEBO or NBF News Radio? Nothing there. Okay, let's go to WBNG, CBS affiliate. Let's see. Do we have anything over there? I'm not seeing anything. Oh, we had another house fire in Owego. Is this the house fire? Let's see. Is this the house fire they responded to? Oh, this is town of Owego. Crews responds to a house fire in town of Owego last night, according to fire department. Oh, okay. This is a video on the fire that we just talked about on WEBO. So let's switch to this one to WNBF, and we have a video on the fire. Oh, the dryer's done. Okay, here we go. Let's listen to this one.
A family of 3 is now displaced after an evening fire in Owego. According to the Owego Fire Department, the fire originated due to an electrical malfunction in a ceiling light. The fire damage was kept primarily into the kitchen. However, there was also minor damage to the floor of a second-floor closet above the kitchen. The firefighter was able to rescue 2 cats. However, 1 did not survive. The family living in the home was displaced due to the fire, smoke, and water damage. They're receiving assistance from the American Red Cross.
Okay, so they didn't have any video of the actual fire ground. So, but it just reaffirms what I read from WEBO. So, okay, let's see. What else do we have on W? And I'm not seeing anything else. That's the only articles there that I'm seeing. Oh, here we go. We got another Rumble Pony. We got another Rumble Ponies here on WBNG. Let's go ahead and check out that one. Here we go.
Right into game 3, Jack Winiger getting the call for Bennington. Andrew Sears starting for Erie. Top of the first. We're not going to waste any time for the Ponies. DeAndre Swift, a single for a 1-0 lead. And it's Chris Sierra delivering the 3rd hit of the inning. 2-0 Bennington after just a half inning. Winiger, he's going to get Kevin McGonagall. He's going to end this one with the K. It's one of the top prospects in all of baseball. Then he's not done just yet. He's going to sit down Chris Myers, looking to close out the 2nd inning. Bottom of the 3rd, and Winiger once again gets the number 2 prospect in baseball for a 2nd time. 10 punch-outs through 4 for the Bennington starter. Erie with 2 on in the 4th. Ben Malingeri with a single to tie this one at 2. Let's move on. The top of the 6th. It's going to be Jacob Ryan. Watch this ball. Adios, amigo. That ball's out of here. A solo home run. His first of the playoffs, and you can't ask for a much better time. 2 batters later, we already talked about Chris Sierra. He now hits a 2-run shot to center as the lead now extends to 5-2. Let's move. It's the bottom of the 7th. Seawolves first 2 batters reach, but TJ Show gets a pair of strikeouts. McGonagall grounds out to end the chance. Let's go into the top of the 9th. 2 on, and DeAndre Smith with a single. That makes it 7-2. Bennington scored 3 in the inning for an 8-2 lead. 2 gone in the bottom half, and Carlos Guzman strikes out Max Clark to secure the win in the series. Your Bennington Rumble Ponies are the 2025 Eastern League champions for the 4th time in franchise history, and first since 2014.
So there's some more play-by-play of we had a lobster there. Play-by-play of the Rumble Ponies right there. As far as congratulations, Rumble Ponies. That's fantastic, winning the championship. What's that lobster doing there? Huh? Okay, let's see what else we got. I think that's it for Rumble Ponies. And just to make sure, scan through it. And we're starting up our... Okay, let's see. WAAL, same things as WNBF. And then we have Channel 34. Let's see. We have something on the Rumble Ponies there. Okay, we're gonna continue on with some more footage of the Rumble Ponies here on Channel 34. Again, just a reminder, I have no association with any of these news agencies and stuff. We're just presenting Rumble Ponies. It's a ball team here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And let's go ahead and listen to this one.
The night in Erie, Pennsylvania. One final game to decide it all in the Eastern League Championship Series for the Binghamton Rumble Ponies as they tied up the series at 1 apiece last night and forced Game 3 to who would take home the Eastern League title in Double-A as champions. Binghamton out on the diamond one final time on the season, winning your champs, lose, and your runners up. We start out in the first. Ponies get started early as DeAndre Smith ropes an RBI single out to left. Around third comes A.J. Ewing, 1-0 for the team from Rumbletown out of the gate. Then Chris Swerow pays Smith for his efforts as he goes and sneaks one through the left, and Smith will make his way home. It's 2-0 Binghamton. Jack Weniger, well, he was dealing tonight on the mound. One of his 11 Ks there for the Ponies through his 5 innings. In the start, the Howlers, well, they were able to tie it in the fourth, but that was until Jacob Reimer with an Oppo Taco out to right. That ball's gone. 3-2 Bing as he rounds the bases. And in the same inning, Chris Swerow says, I'll match you on that. High and deep out to center, and you can kiss that goodbye with the 2-run shot to make it 5-2. Binghamton, they would go on to secure their first title since 2014 when they were the Binghamton Mets and overcome a 1-0 series deficit to become Eastern League champions. 8-2.
So they used to be known as the Binghamton Mets, and 2014 was their last championship. That's gives a little clearer the play-by-play of the baseball as we end this season here coming up after this weekend and as such. So congratulations again to the Binghamton Ponies, Rumble Ponies, as far as that goes. It's great that he won a championship. Let's see. What do we have else? I don't think. And let's see. That's it for Let's go to that's channel 34. Let's go to WENY to the west here in Elmira. Let's see what's going on here. They're getting ready for. What do we have? Anything? No, nothing there. Okay, so. Well, wait a minute. They're getting ready for the. Let's see what this is. This just came up. This is. They're getting ready for a marathon. I used to run marathons. I've ran a couple marathons in my lifetime here. Let's go ahead and bring this up. A marathon in Elmira. And let's see. There we go.
One of the biggest races in our region is just around the corner. The 44th annual Guthrie Wineglass Marathon and 15th annual Wegmans Wineglass Half Marathon is set for Sunday, October the 5th. Runners will cross the finish line in the heart of Corning's Gafford District. Wineglass Weekend kicks off with a health and fitness expo next Friday, followed by Williams Toyota 5K that Saturday. All events are full except for that 5K. The half marathon will begin at 7:45 a.m. with the full marathon starting at 8:15. Community members are encouraged to line the course and cheer on the runners with their final stretch.
So the Wineglass Marathon, Corning, which is up there in the Finger Lake region, but it's still part of the Southern Tier, as far as that goes. And that's wine country up there. So they have a marathon and half marathon, and getting ready to take place, and that's pretty cool. So I think that's right there in Corning. That's right near the Guthrie. That's Guthrie, the Guthrie facility there. Okay, so that's from WENY, which is out there in Elmira. And let's see, what are we doing on time here? Oh, we're coming up on 2 hours. Okay, we'll just finish this out here. Let's see, anything else on WENY? Let me check the overall news listing. Okay, local fire department receives a grant. Fund some new portable radios. That's always good. Okay, but we want. Let's see. Do we have any video? I'm not seeing anything. Okay, so let's go to channel 18. That's the other affiliate. The WENY is the ABC affiliate, and see they've got a. Okay, I'm looking at channel 18. Dense fog advisory. Bradford County, Chemung, Tioga County, and Tioga County, Pennsylvania. Okay. So let's see, local news. What do we have? Anything? Okay, this is no, we don't need that one. Okay. Um, okay, here's is this okay? Here's an art. Here's a video on those radios. So let's go ahead and this is from Tioga. There's a Tioga County PA. So let's go ahead and bring this one up here. Tioga County PA. They have Wellsboro and Mansfield fire departments receive grants. So let's see what this one's about. Okay, where's the audio? There's no audio. Okay, that was a wash. Literally. It had nothing to do with the radios. What happened there? Do I have that? I don't have the tab muted. So what happened to the article here? Okay. I have no idea what happened to that article there, folks. So, but 2 volunteer fire departments are getting some new. Oh, maybe this one will show it. Let's see. Is this different? No, it's the same thing. Okay. Well, we'll scratch that one. It happens. Okay, so that's WNY. Let's see. Penny Saver. Nothing on the Penny Saver. WKGB. Nothing on KGB. KISS 104. What's this fast business here? Is this no, nothing there. Oh, Judge Shady Court is on, and Hal Massa is on YouTube right now, folks. So just to let you know. And we'll deny that. That's good. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing on KISS 104. What do we have? Buffalo 106. Nothing really up there. And 93.7. Not really seeing anything from there. Okay. And I think that's it. I think we're about at the end of the broadcast here, I believe. So we're coming up on 2 hours. And so let's go ahead and I want to say thank you to Double J's. Double J's, thank you very much, my friend, for being here, being in the chat. Greatly appreciate it, as always. You have a great day today and going into the weekend. Appreciate you very much, my friend. Thank you very much at your undisclosed location in the Southern Hemisphere. I appreciate you being here, my friend. We had Tina here. She's coming in from Central New Jersey. She's probably over there watching Hal right now over on YouTube. And we had Tony D. Salute to you, my friend, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Thank you very much, Tony, for being here. And we'll be talking to you. He has a broadcast on Sundays, folks. Bell Kings Fantasy Football. He lets me come up and be a guest on there to talk about football. He talks about fantasy football, his broadcast, his show. And it's fun talking about football with him and the rest of the guys that come up on the broadcast there. So thank you, Tony, for being here on the broadcast. And as I'm moving down the list, I want to say thank you for Judge Shady Court, who's on right now. Thank you, Judge, for being here. She's over on YouTube, Judge Shady Court. She made an appearance here. Greatly appreciate her being here. She's a great guy. And thank you very much. And we had Zach. Zach popped in here just to say hi. He didn't say much after that, but thank you, Zach, for being here. And let's see, going down the list. We had the Deplorable coming in from Northwest Pennsylvania. Thank you, Deplorable. Greatly appreciate it. If you're going camping, be safe. I think he does some camping with his missus, as far as that goes. So thank you, Deplorable, for being here. Greatly appreciate you being and producer Jace was here, a good friend from the old Haps days, and always love seeing producer Jace. He's on Twitch. Give him a follow. Check out his broadcast. Producer Jace, a great guy, and can't speak. He's just a great guy. He's a good dude. Okay, he's one of the good people on this thing called the internet, and I do. And we had Andrea from Italy. Thank you very much. Even though we what was it say? From Italy, it was good to talk to somebody from Italy there, and made mention that. Asked me about President Trump, and I could tell you what I feel about President Trump. He's a good president, and I was full disclosure on that. But what is he? Oh, he says I think we don't have the same idea. Well, we could have different ideas and stuff. You're in Italy, I'm here in the United States, and I liked what Double J said that you have a right to your opinion. Yeah, you do have your right, but your opinion should not. Hurt anybody really in fact physically, as far as that goes. You have a freedom of speech, you have an opinion, and it's better to agree to disagree. And I couldn't agree with you more, Double J's. That's what I'm always saying. And live and let live. Exactly. Because some of the crap that people are arguing about is like, is it really worth it? So just agree that you disagree. I think that's Double J's and myself. We're on the same track as that. So I appreciate that statement, Double J's. Thank you very much for that. And I guess that's at the end. I want to say thank you for the folks that were here on. Yeah, there he is. He asked me about Trump. I like Trump. Everybody has a heart. Just agree to disagree with the president and move on. As far as that goes, for the people that are watching, thank you very much on the live stream. Those people that are watching the replay, thank you very much also for watching on the replay. I greatly appreciate that. And those that are listening to the audio podcast, thank you very much also. I think I will be getting my walk in. It's not wet up. The fog is lifting. And so we're going to go out and get a walk on and get our day started. And you all have a great one. Again, I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich on X. That's my mainstay for social media feeds. And let me check Kick. Anything over in Kick? We're leaving. We have one person on Kick. We have 4 people over on X Live. And you don't get the numbers there on those two, but we finished up with 2 people on Rumble, 1 person on Locals, and 2 people over on Twitch. So thank you very much for your views. And this weekend I'm going to try and do some gaming, folks. That's my primary purpose this weekend. If I do some live streaming, I will be on Tony D's broadcast Sunday. That starts at 10:30. I'll be up watching the ball game that's over there in Dublin, though, the football game. So, but with that, let's see. We had some comments here in the chat. Let's see. Deplorable. Yeah, you have a great weekend too, my friend. You have a great weekend. Enjoy. I love the flags. Thank you for posting the flags. I love that. God bless America. Thank you, Deplorable. And have a great weekend, my friend. And with that, we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here. And again, you can follow me over on X at Fireman Rich. For all other social media platforms, just Google at Fireman Rich and you'll see where I'm at. But for the most part, what I put on X is not all of it, but some of it is on other platforms and stuff like that. And I'll be tinkering around with TikTok. We'll see what happens there. That goes. All right, folks, you have a great one. This is Rich Roberts wishing you all well. Have a great Friday. We made it to the weekend. Now we can enjoy the weekend. You all have a great one. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks.